What's going on? Lord Pixel here, and I'm wearing the same hat that I always do. What's going on? Lord Pixel here, and today I'm wearing a hat because I only have one hat. Why do I need more? What's going on? Lord Pixel here, and today we doing something a little bit different. We're not doing a ranking video, not doing a skit. We're actually taking a look at Pocket Build's future updates and kind of doing some speculation and thinking about what the future could bring for Pocket Build as a whole. But without further ado, cue that sweet, sweet intro. Before we hop into it, I have a Discord server. You can join that using the link in the description. You can chat with me, see strange pictures of my face. It's just overall a good place to be. We currently have like 19 members, not that many, but it'd make my day if you joined. Right, so we're just gonna move right along here and get straight into it. Multiplayer is still listed as the next thing to be added. I don't know what this means. For me, I believe this means that we are going to be getting maybe some, I don't know. I think it means we're going to be getting some new stuff. In multiplayer, it might mean that they just have to make improvements to it, because Janish did warn us not to build anything large scale yet, as multiplayer is kind of unstable, the servers are kind of unstable, and they might need improvement before building things that you actually want to save. And I think that's why it might be still listed, or they just forgot to update it. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that they might have a few more changes planned for multiplayer. The next thing we have listed here is kind of a strange one, and that's fish, dolphins, and coral. Now, I'm not sure what this means. Well, let me rephrase that. I am sure what it means, but there are a lot of things that it could mean. Now obviously fish and coral, great. New items are always great, but I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, hey, fish, are those just gonna float on land? How's this gonna work? And what I think they're gonna do is one of two things. They're just gonna throw fish in, and if you put them on land, they'll just lay there or die instantly. And if you put them in water, they'll swim around up and down and go around. That's probably what the more simple thing is, but what I would prefer for a really fun update, if it ends up being the size of multiplayer, is that they turn the basic ocean, the basic water, into water tiles, like maybe, let's just say four tiles deep of water tiles, or something like that, so then you could actually just put fish down there, and you don't have to worry about them just kind of floating along the surface of the water. Maybe something like that. Maybe the ability to build under the ocean thing, under the ocean water. But either way, fish sounds really nice. Coral sounds really nice. I can see a lot of builds already. Maybe some Atlantis stuff, which would be really sick. And then, but here's the thing that I want to talk about: dolphins. There are a ton. There are hundreds upon thousands, I'm not a scientist, of ocean creatures. So I can get fish. There are so many beautiful fish, but why dolphins? Like, why not say sharks or whales or more ocean creatures? Why say dolphins? That's a bit specific. And so what I think is they're probably not going to be adding many other ocean creatures besides fish and dolphins. If they were probably planning on adding like sharks or whales or some other big ocean creatures, they probably would have said something other than dolphins, if you get my drift. So it's a little strange, but I'm really hyped for this update. Next up on the list, we have rain, lightning, storms, and natural disasters. Okay, this sounds really fun. I'm really looking forward to this type of update. But okay, let's speculate a little bit. Here's what I think it's gonna be. You may have a different opinion. Please do comment what you think these updates mean in the comments section. But what I think is that when you create a world, it will be one of these two things. Either you'll create it and you'll choose if you want it to be set, you'll get like sliders, day or night, and then you can choose weather, no weather, or maybe no weather, rain, storm, lightning storm, and whatnot. And so that's what I would think, maybe. Or it's just gonna be a little thing added to the button in game in the top right where you can switch day and night, and then you can just turn on storms and whatnot. And then natural disasters sound really fun especially for first person, like just seeing a ginormous wave coming at you or something. And what I would like it to be is, rather than just randomly occurring natural disasters that would wreck your build, and I doubt that's what they're doing, that would be really weird, and a lot of people wouldn't like that. What I think it's gonna be is maybe a type of button you can press, and then once you press it, it asks which natural disaster you'd like to do. Or maybe it's an item, where you place the item down somewhere and it has a natural disaster occur in that area, like some TNT or something. Destructibles, destruction makers, maybe a new item category. But anywho, this update sounds really fun, and I really want to see weather in the game, and especially natural disasters, because I could make a couple good videos out of those. But yeah, it sounds very fun. All these updates sound very fun, and I'm really looking forward to this one as well. Now, the next one we have listed here is going inside of buildings in first person, which confuses me a little bit, because we can already do that. And because there's the farm buildings, which you can actually go inside of in first person. Now, all it is just a basic structure that you go inside of. It's nothing fancy. And I don't know how they're gonna do this. Either they're gonna change the assets of all the homes, every single one, and make it so you can go inside, which would be a little bit complicated and maybe take a while, which would make sense because it's this far along. Or, which, this sounds a bit more fun to me, but I don't think they're gonna do this, they will make it so, you know how some games it'll show like a little house model, and then you'll walk up to it and the screen will blank out, and then you'll be inside a complete bigger room that it's not actually near that house. You didn't actually go inside, it just teleports you to another place, something like that. What I would like is something like that, where you're teleported to a blank room inside the house, or something. I don't know. I doubt this is going to be it, but it would be fun because then you would be able to decorate the house, give it multiple levels, but that's probably not what Pocket Build is meant for. Either way, a very simple sounding update, and I think it's definitely needed to improve first person. Moving right along here, we have vehicles listed here, and the title is vehicles, and then just an add vehicle. It shows a car, and this sounds cool. I imagine it's going to be something similar to the horse feature right now in first person, where you enter a horse in first person and you just walk around on the horse and then you can dismount. That's what I imagine it's going to be, except they'll add just multiple more assets of horses, but then just give it the same function as the horse, but it just looks different and it's maybe less wobbly. And I can see it being with cars, I can see it being with trucks, and the cool thing is, even if you can't ride them, it's still fun to put down on your build without having to be a master of props and make a car using props. But either way, it sounds really fun, and I really want to see this in the game. I want to see all of these in the game, to be honest. But next on the timeline, we got trains. And I'm really excited to see what this brings. Ever since I joined the Pocket Build Discord, link in the description, I've wanted trains. Just for all of eternity, I have wanted trains in the game. And the way I've wanted them implemented is a sort of system where you have pre-made railroad tracks, curves, it would be like the pathway presets where it's crossed, thingy, curve, large curve, straight. And what you would do is lay them out just on a track, however you would like, and then they would have train assets that you could only place on the train track, switch them around either direction, and the train would just move along on the track. And that would just be so fun for me because I love model trains. I absolutely adore them. I just love models and building up your own city, having a train run through. I love that kind of stuff. I'm a nerd. But to have this in-game would be incredible. And I would really love to see it. I could end in maybe, going back to the railroad parts, maybe a ramp, so then you could have them go up a mountain. It just sounds so fun for me. This is probably the thing I'm looking forward to the most. And I'm really excited about this. Up next, and the second to last thing here, is battles and wars. And it says, the description I think is something along the lines of make your peasants fight each other, battle each other. I don't know what to think of this, but let me say what I want to say. I think, okay, we already kind of have this in game, not completely, but if you put down a peasant and a goblin near each other, they will fight. That's the best we have of it, and I could see a lot of people wanting giants to fight each other, giants to be swinging swords and axes and throwing potions and whatnot at each other if that's possible. And what I imagine this is going to be is either they'll give all of the NPCs an ability to battle, where they'll just automatically start fighting some other type of NPC, but they make it sound as if you'll be able to control the outcome. So what I imagine it to be is it may be similar to the rampage function, where they'll just kill all the NPCs in sight and not buildings and whatnot. Or maybe you'll say engage with blank and you select how many NPCs that you want them to try to kill. And until they kill them all, they won't stop until they kill them all. That would be kind of fun, just setting up like a long track and then saying kill and just racing peasants. That would be kind of fun, but I have no idea what this means. Please do comment down below what you interpret this as, because I am really baffled by it, and I am excited to see how it turns out, how the devs figure out how to implement it, and I'm excited to see that. Last up on our list, the final thing currently listed is something that has been talked about for ages, I think since maybe the beginning of the game, and that's zombie mode, zombie survival. It says survive hordes of zombies, or it used to say that. I'm not sure if it says that anymore, but survive hordes and hordes of zombies. Now, what does this mean? Does this mean that we'll be able to place zombies and then go in first person and the zombies will try to attack us? Does this mean we're getting a new game mode? Like, instead of just Ultimate Sandbox and Survival, we'll get Zombie Survival? Maybe you have to harvest resources and build. Maybe there's a peasant you have to protect and you have to harvest resources quickly in first person, build around yourself, protect yourself from zombies. I don't know what this is going to bring, but I'm really excited to see how this is implemented. Any type of zombie survival where you have to harvest stuff, like Minecraft, build a base, protect the base. I love that kind of stuff. And so this is probably another thing, maybe as much as trains, that I really want to see in the game. So, yeah, I'm really curious as to how they're going to do this, and I want to know when it's going to be in the game. So, yeah, that's zombies mode. That's what I think of zombie mode, not much, but, yeah. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my speculation of future updates. I wanted to make a quick, snappy video to get out because I have something different planned. Regardless, I just like getting my brain churning. I like thinking up ideas. I like getting speculation in there. And I don't think anybody's done something similar to this. I like doing new content. I like doing original content. Because Pocket Build doesn't have a lot of YouTubers dedicated to it. So, yeah, tell me what you think in the comments, like the video, and subscribe if you enjoyed. I always forget to mention this, you can subscribe right here, you can watch another video of mine right there as well, and I'll see you later, bye-bye. And join my Discord.